What's good, YouTube? This your boy HotShot with HotShot TV, and we are finally back with another one, man. So where have I been? What's been going on? Am I still hot-shotting? Am I in orientation? What's going on? We just gonna jump straight into it. No, I'm not in orientation. I'm at a little 2-star, 3-star hotel. You heard me. We still hot-shotting, unfortunately, and that brings me to the topic of reason. The topic is hot-shot trucking worth it in 2025. So I'm gonna give a couple reasons why I think it is, and a couple reasons why I think it ain't. So we gonna start off with the why I think it is. So first and foremost, I think it is. If you have something contractual, by contractual, I mean if you have something set up beforehand, as far as you know what you're gonna make, you know what it's gonna take for you to run. Basically, it's something set in stone where you have a dedicated or guaranteed work daily, weekly, monthly, or whatever the terms are of the contract, preferably a long-term contract. So you want to have that, and it could be worth it for you if you have a contract. Second of all, the freedom, man. The freedom to pretty much work your own schedule, maneuver how you want to maneuver. Now, on some situations, like if you lease on, for instance, starting out, then some of them require at least a minimum. Hold on, let me fix this camera. Some of them require a minimum of 2 weeks out. Some of them require 3 weeks out. Some of them let you run how you want to run. It's very few that do. Some of them just want you to basically run OTR, like as if you was a company driver. So me personally, I'm not willing to do that. So I was able to find a company that lets me maneuver how I want to maneuver. The only downfall of that is whether or not that company has customer freight, and that can be a determining factor. That's very important. Keep that in mind, customer freight. So yeah, the freedom to be able to maneuver how you want to maneuver, and having something set in stone as far as a contract. Thirdly, why I think it's worth it. If your equipment is paid for, whether it be the truck, whether it be the trailer, or both, any way you can eliminate some of that overhead is always good, because you know what I mean, the less overhead you have, the more money in your pocket, right? So we always want to keep that overhead down when it comes to any business outside of trucking, but definitely in trucking, you want to keep that overhead at a minimum. You heard me? So yeah, that's 3 reasons. Another reason why it can't be worth it, if you're in an industry where you feel like, well, not even an industry, because that pretty much ties into freedom. So if you want to go into it with your own authority, right? Here's the trick to going into it with your own authority. First of all, you're gonna get an insurance quote, right? And then you're gonna get the insurance quote and see what it costs you in the area where you stay. Hopefully it isn't too expensive. I would say anything over $1,500 a month is too crazy for insurance, right? If they quoting you $2,000+ a month, don't even do it. But if the insurance is affordable for where you at, and you feel like you can wait the terms of being able to work with brokers on I would say 6 months to a year, preferably a year. That way you can get almost any load you want with no restrictions. But a minimum 6 months. If you can pay out the money for the 6 month or yearly term of insurance, if you could just pay that up front, forget about it, just grind until that 6 months to a year, and you wait out the term, and you can run how you want to run with no interruptions, and not worrying about, okay, it's not this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? If you could wait out the time that it takes to let your authority season or age, I would say go for it. Because it can be more rewarding going that way. You want to get all your money. I'm going to just sum it up and say that. You want all your money. You don't want nobody taking this amount of money from you for this percent or factoring to take this and then this, that, and the third. You want all your money, bottom line. So that's a few reasons why it can be worth it to some. So we're going to get into the reasons why it might not be worth it. And I got a lot of reasons why it's probably not worth it. So for me personally, disclaimer, this is my personal experience. This is why I think that HotShot trucking is not worth it, no matter which route you go. So having a truck note, having a trailer note, storage. If you don't have nowhere to park it for free, that could be $150 a month. So a truck note, trailer note, storage fees, fuel, leased on expense, personal expenses. It's a lot of overhead, man. You could really rack up the expenses and overhead really fast, including your personal stuff, because you gotta pay for your bills, right? So it's a lot of overhead, man. That's why I said if you could come into the game with a paid for truck or trailer or both, do that. Because if you get a new truck, you're looking at $1,000+ a month. If you get a new trailer, you're looking at $400, $500 and up a month. If you gotta rent a trailer from somebody, they charging you $1,200 a month. So you do the math and see how much it's gonna cost or take you to run. That way you could be profitable. I'm telling you, if you gotta rent anything, if you gotta really pay for a lot of bills, man, it ain't worth it, man. Like I said, the more overhead you got, the less money in your pocket. The less overhead you got, the more money in your pocket. So keep that in mind. What else? Reasons why it's not worth it. The rates are not really there, bro. I don't know what's been going on since like May, April-ish, May, but it's been a hit or miss every week, bro. I had one good week, and I think that was in June. One good week where I grossed like almost 5K, and ever since then it's just been downhill, bro. It's just hit or miss every week. I'm not really seeing the numbers, bro. At this point, it's getting hard to sustain, to stay in business. So I'm considering doing a lot of other things, and I'm just keeping my eyes open, trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying, where I need to probably pivot to if this business gonna pick up. Obviously, currently, I'm still doing it. It's pretty much just a means to an end. But right now, we kind of stuck. With the timing of the year, you know what I mean, holiday season approaching, jobs aren't really hiring right now. They pretty much cutting back until the new year, at least in January, the first of the year. I might can look up and find something. So like I said, we just keeping our options open, keeping our eyes open, and things of that nature. But as of right now, like if you're ready to get into it, I would say just wait until spring and see what the rates are gonna be. Matter of fact, it's a tip. If you know somebody that is currently a trucker, obviously they could tell you how it is, and you could take what they say with a grain of salt, or you know what I'm saying, however you want to take it. But I'm telling you personally, HotShotting, I don't know about other sides of trucking. I'm getting mixed reviews everywhere, but for the most part, HotShot trucking, bro, is oversaturated. It's a lot of illegals that's running. They taking, I'm not trying to be racial or anything, but a lot of foreigners are just taking loads just to take them, man. A lot of people are just taking loads just to take them to stay in business because they got that high overhead. So once you get $1,000+ truck note, $500-something trailer or more, and once you realize how much it costs to actually operate, you're gonna be like, damn, I gotta just take this cheap ass load just to stay in business. So that's a part of the problem why the rates are cheap. And I thought it was bullshit until I actually experienced it on the load. That's why I say establishing that contractual agreement or whatever in the beginning before you even think about pricing insurance and trucks and trailers and what it's gonna cost you. Figure out where you can get that dedicated work from beforehand, and then you go to pricing different shit before you buy the shit, and then you looking for shit, and then you gonna get overwhelmed, I'm telling you. So always try to establish that basically establish your business model beforehand, and then you go into putting money into this, that, and the third, equipment and things of that nature. Because running strictly off the load board, honestly, you're gonna fail in business. I'm just here to say, unless the rates just go up and the supply of loads supersedes the amount of drivers there are. Yeah, I'm like I'm rusty. Anyway, unless the rates go up and they eliminate a lot of these illegals and things of that nature, then the state of HotShot trucking, bro, is just on a steady decline. Honestly, when I felt like it really like took a L, like when, I don't know if y'all remember HotShot Benny, when he stopped doing it, him and his dad stopped doing it, I think that was kind of a sign back then that this shit is no longer worth it. Looking back, after everything I done seen, like, honestly, that was the sign when Toe Piglet went out of, or stopped doing it, when HotShot Benny stopped doing it, when a lot of the hot YouTubers stopped uploading. That's pretty much when it died out. Like the good days of HotShot trucking and making a killing is pretty much over with, bro. Brokers are becoming more strict on dedicated loads. You want a load dedicated, you want me to dedicate my whole trailer for 10 to 20 feet, but you don't want to pay dedicated money. Make it make sense. Like, you're not even barely paying $2 or don't want to pay $2 a mile, but you want me to dedicate this load, my whole trailer. Come on, man. Y'all gotta be smoking. But anyway, things like that, bro. It's just the requirements now, and it's just, oh my God, it's not worth it, bro. Honestly, looking back, if I had to do it all over again, I would say, man, take your money and invest it into something else. Pay for a truck or not. Take your money and put it into something else that's worth it in the long haul, like real estate, stock market, things of that nature. Because trucking, the state of trucking now with, like I said, no dedicated, nothing concrete, nothing contractual, I would say don't even get into it, bro. It's a trap. Trucking is a trap, bro. It's a hamster wheel, because either you got deep pockets and you can sustain the rainy days and the maintenance and the slow times and things of that nature, or you just all money in and you hoping that it just works out. And for some people it does work out like that, but for a lot of us, it just, man, you just one breakdown away from being out of business, and that's the God honest truth. I've been like that in a couple situations, man. I've been one breakdown away from being out of business, man. That's real. Like, that's some real shit, honestly. So think about it, man. My overall take, and don't let this discourage you or anybody that want to get into it. I would say if you don't have nothing dedicated or nothing lined up beforehand and you depend on running off the load board, don't even do it to yourself, man. Take your money and put that money into something else with low overhead and high ROI, meaning return on investment. Because this shit right here, man, getting on that load board, not worth it. So that's to sum it up, man. I don't know from this point what my videos or uploads are gonna be about, but trucking at this point, I'm not even really motivated. That's why I haven't been uploading lately. Not even motivated to make these type of videos. Day of the life of a hotshot truck driver. Like, it's been so fucking sorry that I'm lost motivation to even upload what I am doing. You know what I mean? So don't even have the motivation or the drive to upload this shit no more. Obviously, I'm just rambling on this video. There's no action really going on, but this is important things that people that is looking to get into this business need to hear, need to understand. You need to lock in. Listen to what I'm saying, bro. If nobody else ever told you, I'm telling you in September the 2nd, 2025, that just sit back and wait and see what the economy, what the market gonna do. If you don't have nothing, once again, sold up. If you don't have nothing dedicated, don't even do it, man. Put your money somewhere else, or just keep stacking your money until you find a great investment that doesn't require so much overhead, where you're gonna see a big return on your investment. So keep that in mind. Other than that, man, we still doing what we gotta do till we can get to where we wanna be. And we ain't gonna let nothing stop us, man. As long as we believe, you know what I'm saying, we shall achieve. So thanks for tuning in, man. Hope y'all enjoyed. Hope y'all took notes. Hope that y'all are really considering the points that I made in this video before getting into this business, because it can be lucrative. It can be the downfall of you. It could set you back. A lot can happen from getting into this trucking business. So just keep that in mind. Not trying to come off negative, not trying to discourage anybody from doing what they want to do. But this is real life. I'm not sugarcoating, I'm telling you the real. So y'all just take that how y'all want to take it, man, and use that how y'all want to use it going forward. So with that being said, man, that's pretty much wraps up this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and stay tuned and hit that post notification bell so you could be notified when new videos drop. You heard me? And that's pretty much it, man. So until the next one, like I always say, holla at your boy, man.